Hey guys, this is Mrs. Fields, and as promised, I came up with a better looking example of the second graphic organizer for you. And this probably looks a lot more understandable. At least it does to me. So here we go. First thing you need to know is this is the second part, the second graphic organizer. And what you're doing is you're just expanding on the Venn diagram you created. So when you come over here and you transfer your information from the Venn diagram, notice I have two numbers here. You write down your example of, or you write down your complete sentence of your theme here, and then over here the example from the story, and then you just list it here. That makes a lot more sense to me. And then you write your second one. Remember, it needs to be stated as a complete sentence. And then the example from the story. And I apologize for not having it set up like this during class, but it just was getting a little bit hectic and things happen. So now here's the third wish. This is you coming up with a theme from the third wish in a complete sentence. As long as you're able to justify that theme by giving examples from the story, you're totally fine. And that's what this graphic organizer is here to help you do. So if you notice, I'm giving you lines here instead of actual writing so that you know that that's what goes there. For mood, if you say for the monkey's paw, the mood of the monkey's paw is frightening, it's scary, it's creepy, whatever it is, that's fine. Write as many examples as you can or you want, but provide or write down as many mood items as you want, but make sure you back it up with examples here from the story, and this will come in handy later, trust me, when it comes time to writing it out. So here would be if we said the mood was scary, here's my example of the mood being scary from the story. If I say the mood is suspenseful on number 2 here, then here's my example of suspense from the story. I'm not copying it directly from the book, but I am giving the example of suspense because I supplied that as my claim in my mood section. Now with motif, like I said, you could use motif as an option, and I would highly recommend doing that. Go ahead and list as many examples of motif that you can find for the monkey's paw. Just start listing them. So we said in class the number 3. We said magic and the supernatural. Then we said metamorphosis. And I think that was it. And then over here we came up with the number 3. We came up with magic and the supernatural. We came up with metamorphosis, and we also came up with helpful, grateful animals. So it looks like this graphically shows you there are more examples of story motifs in the third wish, but look at, and let's just go ahead and I'm going to use a different color here, and I'm going to say, so if you have the number 3, and then you have the use of magic or the supernatural, and then metamorphosis. So those are, I'm just putting in dots because it's easier to get this done faster. And then these are the same, but then this is the only one that was different. Look at how much they have in common in regards to familiar story motifs. Do you see how that works out? And then here, you're going to give your examples of that in the story, of each one in the story. And here. And like I said, the more detail you put on this graphic organizer, the easier it will be for you when it comes time to write. That's it. Thank you.